Hey, what is up, guys? This is Bo, or Carl Hungus712, and today we're going to be taking over the New York Jets franchise. We're going to try to do a rebuilding of the entire Jets team here and try to turn them from being arguably the worst team in the league to one of the better teams. Make sure, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I do Madden content all the time. I'm going to be uploading quite a bit here. I'm going to be starting up a couple of different franchises, taking over a couple of different teams. Of course, I'll still continue with the Vikings franchise, but we're going to take over the New York Jets here, and I'm also going to do a franchise where I take over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which I think you guys are really going to enjoy that one. I figured I'd take over one of the more popular teams out there, and of course, you know, who better to take over than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Tom Brady, Gronk, and you know, just all the different pieces they have down there. I think it's going to be pretty fun. But one thing I'll say to start off with the New York Jets is, you know, I knew they were pretty deficient of talent, but basically when I went through and was kind of really looking their roster over quite closely, I took the team over here. I guess I didn't realize just how incredibly deficient they are talent-wise. What I ended up doing is, as you'll see on the defensive side of the ball here, I ended up bringing in Clay Matthews, Terrell Suggs for some pass rush help, and then on the back end I signed Logan Ryan to try to help shore up the back end, and then also for to shore up the front line. I also signed, oh God, who was it that I signed here? Marcel Darius. Also signed him too, because there's, like I said, just everywhere the Jets need help. I mean, they really, really do. On the offensive side of the ball, I was kind of debating on whether or not to keep Sam Darnold. He's definitely flashed some great playmaking abilities and stuff, but I decided to trade him. I ended up bringing in Gardner Minshew. So we're going to have some Minshew Mania going on here in New York, so I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And then I ended up bringing in Jarius Wright, his slot receiver he played for Minnesota for a lot of years, played for the Panthers as well. Kind of a, you know, at his best, I kind of viewed him as kind of a poor man's Percy Harvin a little bit. And then I also brought in Tavon Austin, who's not a great receiver. He definitely was a bust compared to where he was drafted at, but just a guy with a lot of speed who can really stretch the field. I think that'll definitely help on the offensive side of the ball. Of course, I've got Le'Veon Bell here. I don't plan on releasing him like the Jets did here, this last week. Of course, he's now down in Kansas City, which is a great fit for him. But I think if I was to cut Le'Veon Bell, I think it would just be so difficult because there's just not enough playmakers on this team. So I think I'm going to keep him, try to establish the run. You know, I got Minshew who can move around if I need to, even though I'm more of a pocket passer, but still a pretty accurate thrower of the football, decent arm. So we're going to see how this goes. We're definitely going to see how this goes. I can foresee this being kind of a struggle this year, this franchise specifically. So, but I kind of want to know in the comment section, you know, have you guys tried taking over any any franchises, like not your favorite teams, but you know, maybe try to do a rebuild with some teams. I was really contemplating, do I go with the Washington Redskins or do I go with, well, the Washington football team, or should I go with the New York Jets? I think the Jets are a little worse, so that's why I ended up going with them. So I think it's going to be a little bit more of a struggle for me. And I can already see by these first couple of throws here, I think I'm going to have to stick to the running game and some really quick throws. I'm not going to be able to, I think I'm going to struggle getting the ball down the field because their offensive line's pretty bad as well. There's Jarius Wright. Like I said, I always liked old Jarius Wright up in Minnesota. When they didn't, I feel like they didn't utilize him as much as they should have. But when they did, he really did play pretty well. I remember him and Ponder had a pretty good back and forth when he was up in Minnesota. I know Ponder was able to always find him and get some big big gains out of him. Obviously, the Bills are going to be a tough team. They got a good defense. You know, they've got a lot of talent, especially on the offensive side of the ball, which kind of worries me a little bit with this game here, is being able to slow down not only Stephon Diggs, but you know, John Brown, Cole Beasley. You know, I think it's gonna be tough, but we'll see if Logan Ryan and some of the players on the defense can hold up. So far, I've got pretty good, doing pretty well on the ground here. I even thought about taking over Jacksonville too. Maybe we'll do that too if you guys like watching these type of videos as well. I also did make a trade for Ryan Fitzpatrick as well as the backup. I was going to actually start Fitzpatrick, but I figured, you know, if we're rebuilding, why would you bring in a 37-year-old quarterback? So that's kind of why I went with Minshew instead as the starter. But, you know, just in case, you know, Minshew struggles or gets hurt, I've got a pretty solid backup because, obviously, as you guys know, Joe Flacco's the current backup. And, you know, I used to be a fan of Flacco's, but just after he got hurt right after winning the Super Bowl, he's been a shell of himself. That was just good defense there. I didn't want to take a chance of getting throwing the pick.
Here we go. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Silver.
Is that Tavon Austin? I think that was Tavon Austin. Yeah, there we go. So pretty good first drive here, getting out in front, and then obviously holding the Bills scoreless on their first drive. There we go. Big old Marcel Darius in the middle. And see, that's going to be my problem, is on the back end with our defense. I might have to play a lot more zone this year than I want to with these guys.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Give me some. Give me some. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
One thing that might take me a little time to get used to as well is this kind of 3-4 setup on defense. Obviously, playing as the Vikings for so many years, I'm so used to the 4-3 style of defense, so this might take me a little bit of getting used to. Nice play. So I consider that to be a bit of a win there because they were moving the ball pretty well on us to just be able to hold them to 3. I gotta tell you, I do like the Jets' their new jerseys, and I see. I don't know if they had them last year as well, or if that's just this year, but they look pretty good. I like the helmets; got a nice look to them. We sent Tavon deep there. That's one of the nice things too when you're playing the Bills. The Bills are going to run a lot of zone defense. So if they can't get pressure on you, you're going to have a lot of openings deep. And that's one of the things I like about playing teams that run a lot of zone, is that you can really pick them apart. But you got to be careful because obviously when people are sitting back in zone, they're able to kind of watch the quarterback. So you're going to see more interceptions on zone defense. But here we go. We're actually moving the ball pretty well here. Minshew's looking pretty good. Got a pretty clean pocket to throw from. The running game's going pretty well. It's a good start. It's a really good start. And Bell's doing a much better job running between the tackles than I expected. You know, I expected it to be a little bit more rough around the edges, but he's doing a pretty good job.
On the ready. 53. Hey, Charlie. I got 53 to Mike. 53.
Ooh, that's a good play on their part. I wasn't expecting him. He came out of nowhere to drop back on that one. That was a really good play on defense.
Mike 49. Here we go. 49. Mike 49. Blue dance.
Nice catch, Jarius. Nice catch. So things are going pretty good here in the first two drives. I got away with not throwing a pick there, but
Come on, baby. Let's go.
yeah, the game plan wants me to run a lot of cover 6 on these guys, which actually isn't a bad thing, especially with the defense, like I said, not being very talented on the back end of the ball. I think that's actually a pretty safe coverage to run.
51. Mike 51. Check. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Watch the pass. Here we go. Mike 51. Watch the slant. Check that. That's a good shot.
What do you think? Do you think they run it up the middle? Go with a run here.
Right there. 54 Mike. Danny. Hey, watch that. Mike 54. I'm here all day. Let's go. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? 51's a Mike. 51. There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
Alright, we're going to drop into some cover 1 and cover 2 man here, I think.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. We got three, fellas. We got three. Danny moving the ball on this deep. Mike 54. Watch twist. Mike 54. 54. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Damn, 3rd and inches. I thought he had that.
Here we go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
That's actually kind of a nice tricky play, but my defender stayed at home on that one. Just in case, I don't think they'll go for it, but. It's another pretty good stop there. They had a lot of momentum going forward, and we were able to stop them on 3rd and short. I think I'm going to play safe here. I don't know if I'll start off with a run or not yet. Maybe start off with a run to get the clock going, and then if I keep moving the ball, we'll utilize our timeouts. I'm going to try that first.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Watch the screen. Ready? Not today. Not today. Ready. 50, plant. You ain't going nowhere. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Oh, I wanted to take a chance there, take a little shot, but...
Ready. 58 Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. If you got him, you got it. 58 is the Mike. I got it.
Ooh. Le'Veon Bell with the easy catch, dropped it. Man, I still can't believe having Diggs back there on returns. I think that's... I'd be a little too worried about him getting hurt. I remember back in the day, Minnesota used to do that with Randy Moss. They'd send him back on some punt returns, and I always disagreed with that. That's perfect right there. I have no problem with him.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Squeeze, double.
We kind of play back, not give up the big play, let him kind of dink and dunk, and hopefully run the clock out. Hoping I can keep him from kicking a field goal, but it's gonna be kind of tough. I'm gonna have to watch Singletary dropping out of the backfield here. Ooh. That's funny, I play soft zone, drop everybody back, and they still get the ball deep.
Mike 51.
Wow. You know, I can't say I'm surprised. I can't say I'm surprised. At least we get the ball here after half, so.
90s Wolf. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Get it.
Alright guys, so the first half didn't end quite as well as I wanted it to, but that's alright. We're going to try to clean it up and we'll be right back with you. Alright, welcome back guys. Try to get back on track here. I'm going to take a first down shot here. Looks like we're going to be in zone again, so if I can get some protection, I should be able to hit somebody down the field here. Or Minshew's going to fumble the ball. Yeah, I think I'm trying to get a little too fancy here. I just need to, you know, take what they're giving me and go from there. Should be 15 more on top of that.
We play to win. Let's go. Here we go. 60 outlaw. Come on. Come on. 49. 5. Let's go. 10-2 songs. Hey, get the way. Kill. 61. Matchbox lights. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night. Here go.
Good play. Not too bad.
Down. 70. Indy. Who that? 49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the pass. Ready? 60 or. Protein spills. Shit.
For a play I didn't want to select, to audible out of it and get that, I will happily take it. I hate that sometimes when you're hitting the X or A button, whatever console you're on, and you accidentally select a play you don't want.
Pilot 64, wait. Tighten up.
Nice, there we go. That's exactly what we needed to do to kind of shift the, shift the balance back to us. The Bills definitely went into halftime with the momentum on their side, so this is going to help out quite a bit.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Right here. Mike 51. Come on. Hey, Mike 51. How you get on that? Check 26.
Ooh. I got back there much quicker than I thought I was going to get back there.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Don't let him breathe! Don't let him breathe! Don't let him breathe, defense!
I think he threw that quicker than he wanted to, or sooner than he wanted to. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Slam.
Nice.
Gonna be a long day.
What I'm hoping to do here is, like I said, maybe take off 3 to 5 minutes off the clock if I can get my running game back on track again, and then at least score 3. That would really put us in a pretty good spot. We can do that. But I don't know why all of a sudden my offensive line can't run block when they did so well in the first half.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
There we go. That was a halfway decent run. I'd have to start kind of using my shorter throws as long handoffs here. Control the clock a little bit.
No chance. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Double dog. That's the one.
Tried throwing it to his front shoulder, but he threw it to the back shoulder instead. Otherwise, that would have worked out pretty well.
Ready, ready! 18 Gator.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 49.
Big trip, big trip.
49. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
It's one thing I hope they fix in Madden one of these years is, you know, I mean, I understand you're getting hit and there's a good chance the ball's going to pop out, but it shouldn't pop out as often as it does. Either that one or the one before that should have been caught. Yep, back to back to back. Hit him right in the hands, and they dropped it.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
And see, I could mess with the sliders a little bit, but I guess I don't want it either where you're catching every ball, but I just wished it was a little bit more realistic, some of those catches.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
There we go. Good tackle. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go.
Set 50, plant.
Too little, Cuphead. 49's the mic. Watch
Five.
it. Yo, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. That's it, baby. We gonna work.
90 Wolf. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. You better. General West. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Go.
Oh man.
Yeah, baby. That's our ball. Our ball. Mike 51. It's our time. It's our time. 51's Mike. Mike 51. I'm coming. Bring it. Mike 51.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Man, Logan Ryan got fried on that one. I'm surprised.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Yeah. You don't want this.
I guess 2 passes that I should have had picked off right there.
Mike 51. 51. 51. Hey, we gotta get this stop here, D. Run.
Still doing all right because even if they score a touchdown on this one, they still need the 2 points. Then of course we will get the ball back here, and hopefully the stupid bug doesn't keep biting me here.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Let's get off the field, D. Let's go. 51's the mic, boy. 51. Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere.
See, I kind of want to bring some pressure, but I'm just worried on the back end here. If I bring pressure,
51's mic.
I'm going to get burned in the back end. Because usually I like to play more aggressively than when I'm playing here. But I feel like the pickups they're getting are going to be 10 times worse if I bring some heat.
Mike's by 4. Let's go, D. Mike's 54. Let's go, D. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Mike's 51. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
Yep, he's out of bounds.
We got this.
Let's try it again. See if we can get a drive going here.
Get in the weight room.
Pittsburgh.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
There we go.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Let's go one more. 49, 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Ready?
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
On the double.
49, 49's Mike, 49's the Mike. Know your job. Let's go.
See, there's that kind of magnetic thing where those guys weren't really that close to me, but I kind of got sucked into them.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Down. 10-2 stop.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike.
Now.
Wow, a third fumble.
You ain't gonna burn me. Wow. You're going to bag. Second City, baby.
Well, this one might come down to my defense here, which I really...
54. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell.
They do not score, fellas. They do not score. Right there, 54 Mike.
We gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Hey, Mike. I hope you brought your lunch, because I'm about to take you to school. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, man. Watch.
How do you drop that, man? That's 3 picks. Should have been a third interception.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Set, ready? 70. Indy. Don't say nothing. Get it.
Mike.
Don't get nervous. Run. Here we go. 60 or. I got him.
49 to Mike. Watch 49.
Mike.
Two. Go. Run. Yeah.
Go now. 8 read.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Ricky.
Lee Griffin.
Perfect.
Let's go. No pain, no gain.
Ready? 30 base.
49 to Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. 49's the mic. Watch 49. In your face.
Pretty good day, just got over 100 yards on 20 carries.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line.
Sorry guys for the bit of boring gameplay here at the end, but like I said, I just don't trust our defense on the back end, so I'm going to try to milk the clock as much as I can, keep just running it and hopefully getting some first downs. And question is, are they expecting this? I don't know if they are. I might take a shot here.
49's the mic. Watch 49. All day, dog.
Linebacker was just close enough where I didn't want to take that chance.
Ready, ready. AT Gator. Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. Check 49. Check 49.
Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
We're going to let the clock run down to the 2-minute warning, and we're going to call one of my favorite plays here to try to get the first and put the game away. It's crazy how much I've had to change compared to how I normally play, like in the Vikings franchise. You know, different quarterback, you know, just different skill set for everybody. Just how deficient the New York Jets are. It's crazy how much you got to change. Perfect. That should put her away right there. Play a lot of soft zone here and just try to keep these guys from getting the ball deep. The soft zone hasn't worked, but I still am worried about maybe calling man and having some guy cut across the middle and break on one of the corners. What the hell happened there? Nice defense.
Mike 51.
You better be afraid of me. You better. Come on, come on, come on.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Right here. Mike 51. Check back, check back.
Actually, a draw play I would be a really good kind of delayed slant there. That worked pretty well for him. See, I don't understand how people break free like that when I'm in man coverage, so that shouldn't happen. Roughing the passer?
What are they thinking?
All day, baby, let's go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Here we go, here we go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'm coming.
This game's too close, so I'm hoping we can get the recover the kick here. There we go. Taking no chances.
94.
Watch the run, watch the run. 58,
Snap. We go. 10 logo.
Right there. I'm gonna run you over.
Get it.
Whew, that was a close one. But thank you for whoever is still watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comment section if you guys are playing as the Jets, or maybe if you're rebuilding your franchises, what teams you're rebuilding and kind of how you're building them. This one was a lot closer than I'd want it to be. I'm going to try to look into maybe making a trade or something for maybe another cornerback or somebody on the back end, because our defense just, you know, even all the guys that I brought in were rated so much higher than who's basically all the players on the Jets rosters. It's going to be a rough season, but to start off the season, you know, 1-0 against the Bills, we'll take it. But thanks for watching, guys. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time.